Previously on Investigations 2. Just as I thought. I had my suspicions as soon as I saw that black dog, that fiendish criminal. I never expected him to be held here in this prison. He's a very special man. He receives very special treatment. To protect my own life, all I can tell you is that he is the oldest prisoner here. It's really him, isn't it? Wow, are they really gonna blow this up this much? Like have it all black and he suddenly just comes out from the shadows and just appears out of nowhere? This is like the beginning of Castlevania when Trevor walks up, or Simon or whatever, and stares up at the castle. Is that him? He's bald. Oh my god, this... Oh my god! Now, where was I? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I thought that was him! And maybe he just shaved his head? Because you can kind of see the way his mouth hits his cheeks, like it kind of looks... Oh. That scared the crap out of me, like it looked like he had aged even more. I bet they knew everyone was thinking it was going to be Von Karma, so they changed it up. I love it. Wait a minute! It is him! Oh! That's his mouth from Investigations 1! Because he bites his lower lip like that? Or his upper lip or something. Oh my god. Oh. Wait, what? Are you sure? Maybe they just reused something from The Blind Assassin, Sirhan Don't. I mean, this is cool too. Don't get me wrong. So it wasn't the dog's eyes that were glowing, it was whatever that is he's wearing. His weapons are sharp knives and a ferocious dog. Oh my god, I've been like jacked back and forth here. That's not actually him. That's not Von Karma. Okay, shut up. Oh my god. It's just that his mouth there. I need to put that up on the screen. Because in Investigations 1, that was the way his mouth looked. I don't know, man. Oh, that bell. It is said that the ringing of this bell in the darkness is the last sound his victims hear. Would you be so kind as to share the reason why you have come, Mr. Edgeworth? That will not be necessary. You are already well aware of why you're here. Did Von Karma ever say kid? I gotta get off of that? I'm so sorry I keep doing that. I'm not 100% convinced that this isn't him. But, I don't know. From how much they... Oh god. Scared me. From how much they talk about knowing each other, it just seems like, you know, it would be somebody that we know too, but I guess maybe not. We suspect your dog of committing the murder. The witness who discovered the body saw him biting it. There must be some mistake. My boy is obedient. He would never do such a thing. Right, Anubis? Oh my god. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Anubis may be your guide dog, but you raised him to be a vicious killer. And probably also to hide that fact all this time. He was one of the weapons you used as an assassin. To begin with, is the witness of a reliable sort. Sometime later on in the game, like in the 4th or 5th case, we're gonna totally forget about this, and suddenly the sound of that bell is gonna chime, and it's gonna be like the scariest thing ever, man. To begin with, is the witness of a reliable sort. Well, no! And it's difficult to say if we can trust his testicles. In any case, I think you have the wrong dog. Right, Anubis? Right, boy? I wonder if he knows who the witness is. What if this is a guy who got framed because he looks like Von Karma? He doesn't look that much like him at all, though. I mean, the skin's too dark, the bald head, just... The shape of the head, like it almost looks like an alien, almost. I'd like to hear your alibi from 8 AM to 10 AM yesterday morning. During the animal show. I was in my humble cell the entire time. I took up whittling recently. My focus was solely on the wooden chisel in my hands. The prisoners have free access. Oh, the prisoners have free access to chisels here? Normally that's not allowed. The warden is a kind soul. She has given me special permission. Kind? Ridiculous! Even 5 metal chisels would become deadly weapons in his hands. I started out by carving these Buddha statues, but I moved on to other shapes after the 674th. Did you sell them? Really? That many? All it takes is time, which I have plenty of. Here's what I'm working on now. I did not know that you played chess. Do you play as well, Mr. Edgeworth? I would like to test your wits in a game sometime. That's a scary looking piece. That doesn't look like a king or a queen. I only started playing since my arrival here, so I'm still inexperienced. I carved 2 sets of pieces. One's in alabaster, the opposing side in soapstone. I was gonna say, just for the fun of it, I carved out this hound piece. Chess is a game of war, pawns, knights, and castles, each side pushing their forces to the limits to take the life of the enemy's king. However, I found the absence of dogs to be strange. Hounds are an indispensable part of warfare, but it is nothing more than fodder. I still play by all the normal rules of chess. Isn't it difficult for you to find opponents here in prison? I always play correspondence chess. What, is that against yourself? Oh, through the mail! Oh. Prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters, although they are subject to inspection. At the moment, I am waiting for my opponent's next move. Hound Pete, that's so cool. Man, so he plays chess with people outside of this prison? Alright, well that's interesting. I'm sure that'll come up later. We'll probably get a letter at some point and we won't know what it is and it'll turn out to say like D4 on it. Or D4 to E5 or something. And they'll be like, what is this? And it'll be upside down and then, you know, or something. It was Horace Knightley, a most unfortunate lad. Your ears are as sharp as ever. They are all I can rely on. As I thought, he has full knowledge of everything that goes on in this prison. On second thought, he might be fortunate after all. Fortunate? How so? He committed a grave crime, but he was able to avoid punishment for it. An assassination attempt on the president? What a bold man. Assassination attempt? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, didn't Mr. Knightley just... He may have killed his own superior, but he never attempted to take the president's life. Are they trying to conceal the fact that the assassination was staged by the president? Oof, maybe. Whoa, hold your horses. Knightley didn't attack the president. But Uncle Ray was requested to defend him in court on charges of attempted assassination. You didn't know either, Uncle Ray? So they're trying to pin the whole thing on Mr. Knightley. Now I see why the PIC is taking action. Yeah? Ugh. That's why they removed you from the case. That DePest guy was going to indict him on charges of attempted assassination. And in doing so, they would have twisted the truth. I mean, isn't that good for you that he didn't try to assassinate the president? Because now that means he's innocent of what he's being charged of, anyway. I suspected it was a false charge. I heard about it from one of the guards, about Knightley. He kept desperately insisting I didn't assassinate anyone. But the courts are supposed to bring the truth to light. I may not be well versed in law, but I can say one thing for certain. Some of the prisoners here were convicted on false charges. Oh my god, what if it turns out? What if Frank Solid's charge was false? What if something comes up that changes that case? Because they can do that, like, you never know. I don't seriously think that's actually gonna happen, but maybe the boxer? That's the reality of it, right, Anubis? Right, boy? Leaving the truth in the care of the court can be dangerous. Leaving the truth in the care of the court is dangerous, huh? There was someone who said the exact same thing before. Oh, God! Oh, that's... Ooh, are you talking about Agent Lang? Yeah, Agent Lang, what's up, dude? You're not twisting the truth behind these closed courtroom doors, are you? Fueled by those ideas, is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. I liked that guy. I doubt his distrust has cleared up completely. You feel the same way, don't you, Anubis? The truth of the courts and Mr. Edgeworth's reasoning both can't be trusted. Right. I love how you can see his gums when the dog licks him. Ugh! It is nothing to be upset about. You're not the only one who suspects me. Yesterday, the other prosecutor and that judge came here too. They brought the warden along. How they despise me. Oh, it must have been those two rude people from before. Yes, it was. They thoroughly inspected my room, but left without finding a thing. It seems they were searching for the murder weapon. 'Tis a shame. They searched the other prisoners' cells too, not just mine. Yet they were still unable to find anything. All that hard work was for naught. Yeah, one thing I never picked up on in one of the previous games was that Gato always said ha a lot, just H-A. So, and now I'm watching stuff like that, and when I see him saying K-H-H, I'm just trying to think, have we seen anybody else say that? This is quite a problem. What should we do? Solid's testimony alone won't hold up. In order to confront him, we'll need evidence. That we will. Now, if my guests will be so kind as to leave. Right, Anubis? Show them the way out. Does this mean, what I think it means? Let's get going, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah. Edgeworth is the last to run. I love it. We shall meet again, Dogen. It would be a shame for our long-awaited reunion to end so soon. I'll be waiting. Oh, jeez. I mean, if it was Von Karma and they were trying to cover it up, they would have to do quite a bit. Like, they couldn't make it that obvious. That's part of the reason why I still am bringing that up, because I feel like if it turns out that it's not him and I'm just, you know, wishing upon a star here, then I know that that's going to get really annoying to people. But, she went all the way up there? It's fine now, okay, come down from there. Oh, jeez. Where's Mr. Shields? Beats me! He just took off running like death was after him. Good grief, that man. What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? We'll continue investigating. First, we should start by solving that one mystery. Knightley's body was found in a workroom inside the prison. However, he was supposed to be in the detention center's holding cell. Was he trying to, like, cut a deal with one of the prisoners and maybe... How did he get to the prison under such tight security? Let's go investigate the holding cell at the detention center. Oh. We haven't done that yet. Let's just leave him be for now. I thought we were supposed to be his assistants, though. We're not anybody's assistants right now, we're just truthmongers is what we are. Truthmongers indeed. Okay, I'm back. So I wanted to clarify something real quick. Like, the reason I freaked out so much about Dogen's bald head, well, I'll get to that in a second. Victim cell, this way, let's check it out. Mr. Edgeworth, here we go. Oh wait, we're playing automatically here. Oh, this is truly just dreadful. What happened? Uh-oh. That's the warden, Miss Rowland. Better be careful. She must have come from behind. That no entry sign. Hey, he didn't say no exit. So he still won't talk? Even after all the trouble you went through to get the evidence transferred from the precinct? Wait a minute. That's right. I don't know how many times I've tried. I can't report back empty-handed. That assassin sure is one tough cookie, huh? Did he just say assassin? Okay, and could he be talking about the killer, though? Like two assassins here. Pardon me, but were you talking about Sir Dogen just now? Oh, eavesdropping, were you? You naughty boy! Did you question him personally, Warden Rowland?
Not just him. I try to have a heart-to-heart with all the prisoners and suspects. In my home, we're all family here. It's only fair I invite them to my warden's office.
Gee, oh man, I got the hiccups. This is a bad time for that. No, I'm not interested in your room. Thanks anyway. Why is she always wearing that huge coat?
It's just down this hallway, but outsiders are not allowed past this point.
Outsiders? Yeah, I see though. I see offices. I see another room in there. Or she just live here?
Hoo-hoo-hoo. It's such a lovely room. People do so enjoy being invited back there. I always show them the splendid view of my precious courtyard.
Thank God.
The courtyard of this animal-filled prison. I'd sure love to see it.
You're not interested, Kay. Don't go back there with her.
I'm delighted that you want to see it. However, I cannot invite you.
What? You're not a child of our home.
If you want to come to my room, you'll have to be convicted first.
Somehow I don't think that's worth it.
Goodness me, look at how long we've been talking. I was just about to feed Allie her lunch.
Allie?
She's my favorite little angel. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be off to the courtyard. Toodaloo!
Oh, there she goes. Never got a chance to ask her about Dogen. Well, we did ask her, and she changed the subject. Kind of. Anyway. Oh, March 28th, 1:43. The day's just ticking away, let me tell you, man. This is the victim's cell. When did Mr. Knightley arrive in here again? It was after the President's welcoming ceremony on the night of March 25th. So when and how did he move over to the prison? There might be some evidence left that can answer that. Alright, let's get cracking, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, it's just, the thing is, when you see somebody without hair, especially an old person, or an old person who used to have hair, kind of like the first time you see Walter White in Breaking Bad without hair, it's kind of freaky, you know, because usually that means one of two things. Well, it means one of three things. Either cancer, aging, or they shaved their head. There's a toilet in here. And usually with old people, I kind of rule out shaving the head, you know, because they don't use, I mean, I don't know, I guess maybe they do that sometimes, you know, like Bruce Willis or whatever. But in the end, like, the lack of hair it means the same thing, you know, that they've aged a little bit, or that they're, you know, closer to, and that's what I saw when I looked at him. It's like I saw someone who was already old to begin with, even closer to being a death story, you know, and that just, you know, I know I shouldn't think about it so much, but you do think about it a lot when you get older, and it's like, it's kind of weird. Anyway, so first things first, the toilet.
The toilet.
It's not as dirty as I thought it would be. And the toilet paper shows no signs of use. Looks like there are no problems with the toilet.
The toilet.
There's a huge problem with the toilet.
The toilet.
What's the problem with the toilet?
The toilet.
It's totally awkward having the toilet
The toilet.
out in the open like that. They need to think more about the end user. This facility wasn't designed with the spirit of service in mind. Well, there is like a little wall there, I guess, so at least if he's dumping, I can't see his butt cheeks. Anyway, what do we got here? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Alright, start with the coat. It's Horace Knightley's suit. Well, yeah, suit coat, whatever. According to the results of my investigation, he was wearing, like, dirty clothes. Yeah, well, that too. Next time I'll investigate men who look good in frills. So please don't bother. Alright then, a newspaper? This newspaper? It's missing a few pages. Uh-oh. They weren't crossword puzzles, they appear to be torn out. Oh. Why would someone tear out the pages from a newspaper? Maybe they used it to clean the cell instead of a rag? Maybe they used it to clean certain other things that we won't talk about? Clean the cell. It's quite possible. It's over here. The reflection in the mirror. Ah, it's a security camera. A great thief's arch enemy. I guess they don't take too kindly to thieves here. There's no reason for a detention center to be kind to thieves. Guard? I'd like you to check the footage of this security camera. If you find any problems, report to me at once. Yup. Alright then. I'm surprised they wouldn't have done that already, though. Okay, so is this like the rest of the paper? Nope. Oh, man. Is that a jukebox, or is that a breakfast ordering kiosk, or... Mr. Edgeworth, is this a dining menu? That you can choose your daily meals in this detention center. However, unless you have the money, you won't be able to choose what you want to eat. Well, how are you supposed to make money? Oh my god! You have to get red. Never mind. In the end, the world revolves around money. Doesn't this mean that the rich won't have to reflect in their crimes? Oh. Yes, well, those who come here haven't been declared guilty yet. There are a few good people who don't need to reflect. Probably. Sounds like you're just making excuses for them, Mr. Edgeworth. Ugh. Why should I have to come up with excuses for the detention center? Really, though, we have some kind of paper here? Is this a Pokemon type chart? Seems to be some kind of memo. Let me take a closer look. It's a chess... Oh, wow. Next move is bishop to g2. Next I move rook, no pawn to g6. This guy's in a bad situation. Okay, so he's the white, right? Oh, man. I want to, like, play out this game now, this chess game, jeez. Yeah, he wouldn't want to move the pawn to g5, because he just get taken. Of course, then he could take it with a rook, and it wouldn't matter. Stop this! Okay, stop it. Don't do that. We'll be here all day if I start analyzing that. There are a lot of books here. What's this? The Wonderful Warden of Ours? The Hound Whistler, the Animal Shack Redemption? Oh my god. It's even like the same font as the Shawshank Redemption, look at that. Jeez. Mr. Knightley, he was a surprisingly good person. No, the detention center provides these, but I was gonna say, yeah, These books are supposed to help you grow as a human being. Prison Life for Dummies. These books were written by model prisoners and former inmates. Oh, here's a helpful book. The Great Escape in 80 Days, based on a true story. Oh, check this one out. Crime and Establishment. How to Make Money in Prison. Jeez, the problems with this detention center may run deeper than I thought. Notice anything? There are so many things in this cell. Yes, although they don't all appear to be Knightley's personal belongings. There's also a collection of books that belong to this cell. Wow, this might not be such a bad place to live in after all. If you want to spend the night here, I won't stop you. Thanks, but no thanks. But since we're here, we might as well learn everything we can. Alright. Yeah, gotcha. But what about chess? Chess seems to be popular here. Knightley even brought in a chess set. No, from what I've seen, the only people who have an interest in chess are Knightley and that man. And myself. Yeah, Dogen. Dogen is like a big character in Lost that shows up in Season 6, and he's like leader of the others and all this stuff. So, I always can't help but wonder if there's like parallels here that maybe... Probably not, so it's just a thought though. Because like he doesn't show up until Season 6, and but the others are around for the entire show. It kind of makes you wonder, you know, like it seems sort of like he's an asshole at the end a little bit. What do you think of this? I believe that even a great thief has rights. For example, we have the right to choose what we want to steal. I guess he doesn't consider this valuable. Oh, just looking at him gives me the creeps. So there are things that you're scared of, Kay. Well, of course! The police, security guards, sirens, there's lots of things. Normally those things give you a sense of security. Well, I'm not a normal girl. That's because, I don't know, when I hear sirens I get scared. It's like that they're after me. You know, not because of anything that I did, because I don't do stuff like that, but people get falsely accused all the time and stuff. But thinking about it, since we still haven't found the murder weapon, maybe there wasn't one to begin with. Oh, that's an interesting way of thinking. Then how was the victim murdered? What are you talking about, Mr. Edgeworth? If there was no murder weapon, then no one actually died. Okay. I understand how you're feeling, but we must not avert our eyes from the reality before us. You're right. Mr. Knightley, he really is. Mr. Edgeworth, we've got to catch the guy who did this! Oh my god, you're so awesome. Should I present my badge to you? That's a really cool badge. It depicts a blazing sun on top of winter frost, right? Yes, it symbolizes the severity of the criminal justice system. My badge has symbols too. It symbolizes love and justice and peace and courage and honor and kindness. What happened to truth? The floor looks weird, like... something seems off. The floor here is clean. Was it mopped recently? Maybe that's what he used the newspaper for. I'm gonna try it, I think. Seems like he used the newspaper, but what was he cleaning up? And is the dirty newspaper still around, or did he flush it down the toilet?
The toilet.
Floor here is clean, it was probably wiped down with something. Someone spilled grape juice here. Nice little callback there. I don't know exactly what was wiped away, but I can imagine what was used to wipe it. It's very likely it was this torn up newspaper. Couldn't he have asked one of the guards if he could borrow a cleaning rag? Perhaps it was something he didn't want the guards to see. That's the thing, isn't it? Well, tell you what, man. Oh, I didn't even notice we had a deduce button here. Shoot. What do I have in here? Must be able to use something. So, hound piece. Token card a hound piece on a whim. Play chess through the mail. Oh, this is the guy he was playing with. Oh my god, I'm as slow as dirt, man. Holy crap. Deduce. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Eureka! Presented to myself. This chess notation, I've seen it before. Chess is quite important to this investigation, sir. Okay, have a look at this. Are these the chess pieces from Dogen's cell? Oh my god, and they're like in the right places and everything too? But he has a piece that's not supposed to be there. I don't know much about the rules of chess. The rules of chess are not important here. Look at the positions of the chess pieces in this memo and the pieces in Dogen's cell. Do you notice anything? Yeah. I don't know anything about the different chess pieces. But if you flip the board around, the positions of the chess pieces are completely the same. Yes, although the memo doesn't include the Cerberus chess piece. God, this music is terrifying. I haven't been saying much about the music lately because I had the headphones turned too far down. I couldn't really hear it. I always play correspondence chess. Oh, God. Those veins on his head, too. This might be hard to believe, but Dogen's chess opponent was... Man, what are the odds of that? Of course, I guess he would have been playing with somebody from Zhang Fa. That would make sense. With this, we now have the evidence to link Dogen with the victim. Ooh. Boy, that's something. So now Frank Solid's connected to the victim, Dogen's connected to the victim. Everybody's connected. This is where our investigation turned up. Seems we found a major connection between the victim and Dogen. This is terrible! What happened? What's going on now? The security camera recorded something terrible! What? Can you let me see it? Of course, sir! I have a portable playback device right here! Then let me see it right away. Oh, boy. Oh my god, this is so cool. I love these little movies. Whoa! What the heck? Did the smoke monster get him? It's like the second reference. It was the second Lost reference in like 10 minutes. This black thing has got to be that doggy, right? Are you sure? Well, of course. The place where Knightley was attacked was in his holding cell.
Take that!
Damn, dude. I knew he wasn't killed there in the prison, though. Didn't I say that at some point? Like, oh, the body's here. It doesn't mean he was killed here. Oh, man. It's Security footage data jotted down in my organizer. Okay. Well, that's not really something to just jot down, I tell ya. This piece of evidence we found in the cell takes on a new meaning. Which piece of evidence takes on a new meaning if the murder occurred in the holding cell? Crap, dude. There's a lot of stuff here that kind of takes on a new meaning now. Holy moly. I was kind of lingering on this right here, although I can't really check it right now. Is it the rope because that's how they got him over here, or could it be the bloodstained sheet? Feels like it could almost be anything. I'll try the rubber glove. Yes, the meaning of this evidence. Mr. Reed, why have you gone quiet all of a sudden? Because I'm not sure about myself. Oh boy. Okay, to get off the badge. It's not the badge, seriously. Why are you even looking at that? Oh, the dog? Well, I mean, I already kind of felt like it was the dog before. Bracelet, that's solid. It's bracelet. I didn't really look at that. Security, blah, 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 wiped floor, prison investigation. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Because now, for some reason, someone wiped the floor clean. It's possible they were wiping away bloodstains. There you go. That actually explains that quite nicely. Thank you for your hard work. While I have your attention, may I ask for one more favor? What would that be? What would that be? There should be a detective by the name of Dick Gumshoe in the detention center or the prison. I would like you to give him a message. Tell him to check this room for traces of blood and give the results to me. Man. So we finally got done with one person doing a favor for us, and now another one comes along. This should corner that old coot! No, not yet. We still don't know how Knightley and the dog moved from here to the prison. That's true. Once we figure that out, well, I would figure the dog would already... Well, of course, how did the dog get out? Where should we check out next, Mr. Edgeworth? The guards here might know something about the murder. Let's see if we can learn any new details from them. Good lord. We're just now talking to the guards? That's ridiculous.